All right, welcome, as we are here on our uh, Thursday Wild Mount adventure, pushing through and exploring the ruins of Draconia, a mass expedition, as this land has been secured by an organization known as the League of Miracles in order to fuel their funds and get information to better all of Exandria. This organization that chiefly operates in Taldori has this side deal out here in Wildmount that is gathering supplies, paying money to adventurers who would risk life and limb to go into the place, and our crew has come out with some information that is not common knowledge in and around discovering a piece of the ruins having been rebuilt by mechanisms long thought destroyed. And it's taken some time. With what they knew and were aware of, they came out having made deals with dragons, given away some of their valuable artifacts to quell fights, and promised potentially a return to do a little bit of assassination work for the dragon, dependent. They have left and now have time to go in and out, in and around the camp that has been put around. So with that, we will start here. So, as you now have had at least 1 day of rest here, so if you need a long rest, go ahead and mark that for anything that you do need. You have your time to explore in and around the camp. As you arrived, kind of with your somewhat rookie senses, you registered and got right to it without fully appreciating everything that was around. And of course, we'll say to start here, natural curiosity has led you to investigate one particular merchant, the large wagon that they have set up, pulled by metallic bulls, and they themselves stand a whopping 7 feet tall and about 6 foot wide. They are large, plump belly, and to approach the wagon, as others have come and gone, as your own curiosity leads you, you see that it is the man himself here. His largeness. He also has extremely fine clothes, expertly tailored suit, fits him perfectly, along with a hat that looks like it could be in a court of nobles. Around his cart, there is thick purple fabrics, silks, all types of things covering his wares. And you can see three some really well-appointed assistants that are extremely well-armed, that just sort of keep a look on any who would approach very carefully. As he sees all of you coming up, goes and looks, ha ha ha! My friends, well, welcome. So we do business.
Yeah, that sounds great. What you got?
Would ours, coming from a noble background, would he recognize this man, or where he comes from? Maybe what house?
Sure. I think looking there's like pieces of nobility, like not so much on him, but on his cloths, almost as if he's picked very expensive things from many, many kingdoms, even in many you don't recognize. See, this just seems to be from possibly all over Exandria. Doesn't seem affiliated, you wouldn't think.
Ours keeps his golden mask and white cloaked hood on, wanting to keep his identity a secret from this guy. Ours would clear his throat and address the man. Would you perhaps have any valuable platinum rings available?
Rings! Let's see. As he goes forth, got this. Got one. He looks like he's consulting a book as he's moving through, with about 100 gold pieces.
Any worth less than that, but more than, say, 50 gold?
Oh, why don't you just ask for what you're looking for specifically? Why are you being like vague about it?
Between this,
Do you have two 50 gold piece platinum rings? 2 rings worth 50 gold piece, sir.
Or can you cut the 100 one in half?
Yeah, just like reform it.
Ours
But
kind
then
of
it'd have to be pretty exact at that point.
Yeah. As you kind of, he's like, of course. I do have 275 gold rings.
So what, like 1, and then you cut a 4th out of that one, and then we...
So is he trying to upsell us?
No, they're gold, so they don't even work.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is it gold?
275 platinum. Yeah, give me a sight check.
All right. Yeah, because
What's your insight there, ours?
that is an 18.
18. Yeah, I would say the sense you get and the way you just talking, you get the distinct impression that these anywhere else would probably be worth 50 gold. And he is possibly the only person who might sell such things.
Okay. Ours is going to stand up a little bit straighter, try and look a little bit more put together, and he is going to try and haggle with this man. It's a good thing he's very charismatic. How about 65 gold pieces?
My friend, the price is the price. I assure you I would not offer a better price to my dear grandmother. Rest her soul.
Oh, I believe you. But we need to work within our means. What money we have is put towards our survival in the dungeon, so we have to be careful about how we allocate it. Wouldn't want to spend too much on just a couple of rings.
As you said, being careful in the dungeon is good, but without risk, there's no reward. Such is it with my goods. And as you go through, you get the sense that he is no nonsense and does not haggle.
Okay. Ours kind of sits back a bit and thinks for a moment.
Anyone else have something they wish to buy from Aldor?
Do you have ink and parchment to make spell scrolls?
So he will. Let's see here. Looks in. Ah, yes, they brought a corpse of a wizard back yesterday. It was a good buy.
I'm sorry, did you say that you were able to purchase a corpse?
No, they brought the corpse back, and I didn't buy the corpse myself.
Is that like your wholesale version, like buying corpses? Like that's
And you just
wholesale
get
for you?
whatever's on them?
Oh, of course. So, you see, great thing about this place, I have to tell you, is that people buy from me. They go in, they die, and then I can buy what they bought, hashed the price, because I mean, people just need the gold, and then I can sell it at full.
So, if we were to start bringing you corpses, you would purchase them from us.
Well, the stuff they might have on them, if it's of value.
So the corpse actually doesn't matter. You just want their stuff.
Right.
Got it. I thought it was like corpse included. I didn't know if you had.
Yeah, he
a
looked
guy
for a
on
moment.
the
Just
side.
one. No, I'm full on corpses for the moment. It's fine. You never know when a necromancer might be here. You have to be
True.
prepared. First rule of business.
And I mean, if their party's willing to sell, I guess that's okay.
Do you need like
Although
a
I would
writ?
prefer if you not sell my body, guys.
Yeah, like do you need like a writ of consent? Like, hey, you can sell my body to a necromancer for further use after I'm dead.
Oh, we do have some paperwork that goes into it. It's actually, I'm not offering right now because, like I said, I'm full. But parties, I have in the past offered 100 gold to parties, saying that upon their death, their corpses are forfeit
Interesting.
of the adventurers going in, and it's a good deal for everyone involved.
I don't
Obi, you
know
better
whether-
not sell my corpse.
I wouldn't. I would.
I don't know whether I should
Kind of
be
like life
impressed or
insurance in
disgusted.
advance.
So like, does that 100 gold cover like everything on the body or just the body?
Oh, it would be everything included.
Ooh, so you can get ripped off being dead. Got it.
I mean,
Do you sell incense?
okay, so anything
The same
common,
wizard probably had some.
anything common is going to currently be at 1.5 times the cost.
Mm.
We'll
Damn.
have.
All right. I would like to find out if he happens to have, looking for like a very nice set of tarot cards. I need it for a spell component for one of my spells.
Let's see. In fact, if tarot cards, I have a tarot rocket deck.
A what?
Oh, has he been to
Oh no!
Tarot rocket deck would would substitute as tarot cards. They're
Oh, okay.
themed to another realm that those who are in things meet. Just a little Easter egg, nothing too crazy.
I was like, did I miss something here?
Oh man!
But I'm looking for 25 gold or more in value.
Okay, so it'd be the same thing. It'd be 1.5 times that he would.
So 37.5.
Yeah.
All right.
This
That's
goes.
rough.
Whoever, if you need those. I do have other things though. Let's see. Just like this is some of the common purchases. I've got potions of healing, a few greater healing here, various spell scrolls. Current
This
selection
isn't like an
of-
armor place, right? Like that's somewhere else.
as far as like just normal armor.
What about like heavy armor? Like
Oh, heavy armor, yeah. There'd be
Okay.
somewhere. There could be other things, possibly. Yeah, he's not like the only person selling anything.
oh, cool. That's
But
what
as he goes, he might would go on and go. I specialize in magic, in magical items, enchanted items, those of the sort. Let's see here. We just got a ring of jumping in the other day. If you wish
I
to-
know it's in the name, but remind me, like how well it increases your ability to jump.
Oh, I believe it triples it.
Oh, that's pretty good. Sir,
Unless you're jumping
I
0.
reconsidered your offer. I am willing to buy the 2 platinum rings.
Ah, excellent. Holds out his hand for the gold.
So these are for his spell components. Would we use the party gold? Or is this ours to buy?
No,
No.
this would be your gold because it's for your spells.
Okay.
Like Revivify is like you're getting brought back to life, so that's why we use like
Yeah, so Revivify is like
Party
the only
gold.
exception, I believe, is what yours is.
yeah, basically.
Alright.
Because we're not gonna make the cleric, who's the one actually reviving us, shell out all the money for to
Yeah.
bring our characters back to life.
Yeah, but I thought the same principle would apply to Warding Bond.
I mean, you're welcome to ask whoever you're planning on putting that on to split it with you.
It's fine,
If you
because
have a,
I'm
if you have
gonna
a
tell
target in
everybody.
particular,
it's
I mean,
you only have the one ring, the one pair of rings.
If you
Right
want to
now,
go that route, I'm happy to start charging for Revivify when I get it.
right now, I'm just trying to like math how much my stuff is, like 1.5 more.
Yeah.
Basically, Celicus has a list, and he's going through and picking out things and like putting them in a little provided basket.
How much for that ring? The jumping one. And just to clarify, it's going to make me jump. It's not going to just itself be jumping like those fancy beans.
Oh!
The monkey's paw of sellers.
All my goods are tested. I don't do any of those shenanigans unlike some other unscrupulous sellers.
Matt, I am going to purchase the tarot cards for 37.5 gold. So
Nice.
I'm adding
Ours
this to my
would-
inventory.
purchase both of the platinum rings for a total of 150 gold.
Okay. Sounds good. Here we go. So I have to get some digital dice really quickly here. Do things a little differently. Goes for the ring that would be 700 gold.
Yeah, that's way out of my price range. I guess I'll have to pass. Seemed interesting, but
All right.
Do you have any other little unique rings or things that popped back up recently?
Well, let's see here. See, we have yes. Looks like a crossbow of elven design. Carries a magical punch to it. A hand crossbow, actually. Let's see. Oh, yes. A cloak of bone and harvested leather. Would be very good for this. Would be a cloak of protection. Other than that, I have some various spell scrolls, if you're interested.
I am curious about how much that cloak is.
Certainly. So cloak here will come to 1,000 gold.
I'm also really curious about those tarot cards that I'm now have, and I'm just gonna fan them out and turn the other way.
So if I've calculated this right, the pitons, the darts, the sling, and the smith's tools that I want to purchase are going to be 23 gold. And I figured to round it out, just because I want it, Celestis is gonna grab like some like it's just like in a box, this small little box of like different threads, and he's just gonna give the man 25 gold and call it a day.
Nice. But just to give you a quick, he does have potions of healing for 100 gold each, greater healing for 300, first level spell scrolls for 75, second for 150, and third for 450. With the exception that those that have monetary components, you add that to. You add twice the cost of it to the spell scroll.
How far is it to like the nearest big city? Because I think it'd just be cheaper to travel there to get our stuff and come back.
3 to 4 months.
I don't believe you. I can walk fairly quickly.
I'm pretty sure I'm correct. I'll double check.
I genuinely don't remember where the hell we are on the map.
We're towards the bottom.
Yeah.
We're in between
We're in the mountains.
Warhawks and
I have a quick question about the camp in general. Is this the only person? So, if we wanted to make our own healing potions, we have to find the materials to make those healing potions. Is this the guy that we have to get those materials from?
Not necessarily, but again, within the mountains, it is going to be quite a bit. So potentially still cheaper. It just depends.
it's like when you're at a craft fair. You kind of wander around the stalls because you might see somebody who has the same thing you want cheaper.
Yeah.
Okay, Ruins of Draconia. So we could go south to Zarzith.
That's not what you think it is.
No?
That is not a city that you want to go to right now.
I mean, Taurus looks pleasant. Let's husband Greenwoods, get some nice fresh air. Versus the dank air.
So,
of the
as far
tavern.
as like cities in which you'd be able to get better pricing, when I'm looking at close ones, Nicodranus, Rothold,
Mm-hmm.
and Azarius.
Yeah.
All right.
And none
Back
of
into
those
the
are
dungeon we
close.
go.
Matt, I gotta ask a question. If I took the spell Continual Flame and cast it inside of a lantern, does that mean I have an Everbright lantern?
I mean, yeah.
Is Continual Flame concentration?
Nope. It's a it's until dispelled.
I will let you know that that's why Alaric kept one of the 50 gold rubies.
Oh, okay.
Just because you need one of those to cast the continual flame.
I saw that too, yeah.
Is there
Yeah.
in the camp? Is there a jeweler that can powder things?
Yes. They will charge 3 gold for their services.
Okay.
All right. So, take for a second. We'll kind of go here. So, generally in the in this area, the other people will be most things are about 1.5 times the stuff. The other ones kind of do the similar here. To just what people do.
Whereas I can't wait to see how your restaurant does.
Oh God.
Make no way he can charge 1.5 times whatever the normal rate is.
Yeah, but he's gonna get charged 1.5 times for the resources to cook.
You have to go foraging.
Yes, that's true. I didn't think about that.
We're gonna have to delicious and dungeon this bitch and just bring back dead monsters for him to cook shit.
Like I said, I was gonna do that, and then they tried to stab me with a spear.
We'll do it right next time.
Yeah.
We're gonna
First,
cook the
Delicious
Roma
Dungeon
after.
came out right after I canceled Netflix. That's your son of a bitch.
It's
Yeah,
great. It really is.
Do we have to keep track of rations? Because I fed a lot to that now melted badger.
No, the way y'all dungeon, maybe.
I have been. We ran out. We went through
Yeah.
a lot of rations while we were down there.
Because a
I
lot of
didn't
times I
even realize
joke,
we
but
were
like
down there
you
that
guys
long.
go deep. You guys are into it. So
Ours didn't have any rations.
It's called Dungeons and Dragons. It's not called Hang Outside and Babysit a Dragon.
I love it.
No, it's just that they added was it dehydration and starvation to the new
Yeah.
2024 rules?
Yeah. So it's
Did they bring back desiccation damage too? Damn.
I
so
would love
so from now on,
to
understand.
survival
You're on your honor to tell me if you run out of rations and all that such things.
Okay.
So I would be things. Rations are at the 1.5 rate as well.
All right,
That's
so
what we
are
have
just
cooking
gonna have
for.
to eat monsters.
Our
We're gonna go
little-
horror trying
Our
to
little
delve
inn
this
doesn't get us a
dungeon.
discount or anything, does it?
Not at the current level.
Oh, we need to level up
Mm,
these pins, guys.
Yeah.
So
Let's go tell them about all the dragons and the city that's rebuilding itself.
we'll see change here a little bit, and because you are, as you're figuring out, one of the places you find this what seems to be a salvaged wooden hut, but very well appointed on the outside, well ordered. Looks like several of the dusty like pieces of ruins and stones around have been washed, even polished, and used to form a little bit of a path that leads to the door. And there is a sign above the door that reads Professor Terence Myron von Kufen.
Wait, what's that?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Professor
reading
Terence
the-
Myron von Kufen.
Oh my gosh. I didn't get that time either. What is that name?
I'll go in. Like that. Like it sounds like a cool place. The name sounds cool. I want to go in. Window
Yeah.
shop, baby.
Did you type it?
Yeah.
Terrence? Myron, going coffin.
Close.
Sounds like coffin a little bit.
Gosh, we're butchering it. Terence Myron von Kufen. Okay. All right.
So, coming in, you enter an area where you see a horde of tentacles and horns and tongues, glassed eyeballs, preserved, including various organs in jars, some dried, a whole row that seems to be various claws arrayed seemingly by size, and sitting grinding some in a mortar and pestle is a human man in a yellow yellow cloak with a green mantle over it, grinning away, a little green hair with a feather, thick framed Coke bottle glasses, and a handlebar mustache, So he busily looks up and goes, "Oh, looks like more people to dirty my floor. Come.
Oh.
Ours
start
winces
putting
at the
vegetation
sight
on the
of all the
floor.
bottled organs.
What did Whisper say?
Yeah, sorry.
Whisper starts casting prestidigitation and cleaning up the floor as they walk on it.
Oh.
And we'll even clean everybody's shoes.
Oh.
Sorry about that.
Someone with manners, at least. Fantastic.
Wait, whoa, hang on. You have a shop, and you know where you're at, and
Oh,
you're
yeah.
gonna get upset people just walk in, like, because, like, they're not cleaning. Like,
Oh.
is that
miss
good
the doormat?
business strategy for you?
So, do you wish that you'd rather me assume that everyone who adventures be uncouth and uncivilized?
I'd rather
That I
you-
should just make assumptions of people and not have expectations at all? Or should
I
I
would
expect
rather-
the best of everyone I meet, but be prepared for the worst?
How about you expect everyone to be like normal and then not judge everyone and understand exactly where you're having realistic expectations?
The middle of nowhere is
That's
not
what I
the
do
best
already. I don't know what you're talking about.
enemies.
Oh my god, I hate this guy. I should
Did
not.
I
have
miss
come
the doormat that he had out there for us to wipe our feet on? I could have sworn we walked in from like.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, we
Cavern.
came into his shop. If he does not want people to dirty his floor, we should respect his place. I have cleaned it. It's not that big of a deal.
He has opened his shop to the public, but has made no indication that he wants people to be clean when they come in. No map, no sign.
I'm sorry to
It's a
have
two-way street.
offended you. I was not even offended by you. I was just making a statement. You did, in fact, dirty it. It was technical rather than moral.
Ours shrinks away.
I go back outside. I like open the template. There's not a mat. How am I supposed to wipe my feet on not a mat?
Ours is personally spotlessly clean.
Let's see. Looks like you've been at least once. You kind of sees your pins and goes, very, very good. Don't by chance have any specimens that you brought back, do you?
If you mean dead things, no.
Oh.
What kind of dead things are
If
you
you look
after?
at us, we're a specimen of a group.
But you're not selling yourselves, are you?
No, you do not have my permission to dissect me.
Depends on what kind of activities you're
telling
doing.
ourselves.
I can play a mean lute, and I start strumming.
For 1,000 gold pieces, I can be a specimen when I go back in the dungeon for you.
Oh, so you do plan on going back once scared your first time?
I mean, it wasn't that bad.
We're pretty awesome.
So, what are you looking for in specimens, and why are they beneficial to you?
Well, of course, anything of the monsters within would be beneficial. I'm a master at this, if I do say so myself. And I will. I've spent my life studying. I am the foremost master of how to use that, which most view as dark and undesirable, to provide protection to those of you who wish to go in and face these dangerous things once more. You won't find anyone better.
When he makes himself a self-proclaimed master, have I heard of this person before, like in the Empire?
Give me a history check.
Would ours know about this guy if he's been around like noble court? If he's
I'll
a
let you do a
master?
history. I'll let you do a history as well.
Keep the name Dragon Gaslighters in mind. You'll be
24.
hearing a lot about us.
Oh, dang, that's awesome.
Okay. So
16.
16. All right. So Alaric. And is your background Empire too?
Yeah, ours is from the Dwendalian Empire.
Alaric is what I'm asking.
From Zadash.
Okay. So ours you would not with the 16, but the 24. You have heard of him before. He in fact was well renowned worker for the Cerberus Assembly. and considered the very best. Very, he was up for a position upon as head of the Cerberus Assembly, head of it itself. He was in line, just waiting for the next one to die. And then, with disgrace, some stories say he quit. Others say he was kicked out. And with History 4, most agree that some fallout made him no longer want to work with them ever again, and they did the kicking out as a way to cover their own butts and to discredit him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Alark won't mention that right now, but
So then, do you know what the little mushroom things were that tried to stab Alaric? And maybe they carried a humanoid away. Maybe they weren't little when they carried the humanoid away.
Are they edible?
I mean, most anything's edible depending who you are. But give me 1 sec. Sorry, I just...
Okay.
That was a very Hannibal Lecter-like answer.
Everything's eatable. Even I'm eatable.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Very specifically, Alaric, he was one of the writers that you researched for your ritual.
oh,
Sorry, I thought I had that. I was like, wait, I did that right. Next. Luke, help me out. The freaking name of the mushroom people is not in my head.
the Myconids.
Thank you. Dungeon Brain and Out Here Brain, two different brains, I swear. So, oh yes, the Myconids. In fact, if you so desire, I would pay handsomely for them. Of course, depending on how much damage. The trick with slaying a Myconid, at least if you want my coin, is it must be done by the force of a hand, one could say. Brute. If their body is pierced, then some of their internal poisons run out and ruin the entire specimen.
What about electrocution?
As long as the skin is not pierced.
Okay.
And I apologize if I did not hear this, but what do you do with these creatures? Like, what is it? What is your end goal?
Didn't graduate school, did you? I take the pieces and make things to sell to people like you that protect you and help you not die. Some people call that equipment.
Thank you for your very condescending answer. I was trying to be polite. I thought we got off on the wrong
I
foot.
thought I was being polite back.
It appears that
Not-
we're just going to stay on the wrong foot. I'm totally down for that.
I think
We
what my friend
really
was asking is, what
appreciate
do you
you
sell here?
talking with us, Mr. Professor.
Sorry, we had two things again.
Go ahead, Ars.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Ours would be trying to cool the flames, he would say. We appreciate you talking with us and giving us your time, Professor.
Okay. So then Orion was, what do you sell here, right?
I was more like, what do you actually have in stock
You have in stock. Okay.
to
So, He goes, well, understand that depending what you bring me, I am willing to help out and make things for you. For any adventurer, any pinned at least. So should you have things of interest, for instance, I do believe, judging from the report I got, that you are the Dragon Gaslighters, yes?
Yep.
Oh,
Yes,
so
okay.
you can't read a paper that says we're the Dragon Gaslighters? Is that what you're implying now, Mister? Oh, like I didn't go to school, jerk.
Hmm.
I also told you our name. I told you to remember it, that it was going to come up a lot in the future. What is he?
Oh, sorry, I don't. If it's not in writing, most people's words aren't worth remembering. So, but you came across a room of mimics, the report says, and I would say, such like that, I have been. I could definitively give you things to replicate their mimicry, should I have enough specimens.
Huh. Very
I've
interesting.
made this out of armor before, even given a cloak occasionally. And I would love to get my hands. I have been wondering if I could petrify a heart of one such creature, though I haven't had a chance. Most people typically damaged.
You're the expert, clearly. If perchance we could retrieve a mimic's heart for you, exactly what manner would be best for doing so?
I mean, the best. I would say, First, I would render it unconscious without killing it.
Did you put this in writing? Most people's words aren't worth remembering.
No.
No,
Well,
but yours are.
He's got it. And then I would poison it. Well, not poison, but gas it. And then once it died from asphyxiation and gas, I would then go ahead and take it out. Be the best. But I mean, other ways work as well.
So, if we wanted to suffocate it, but we didn't have magic that could accomplish that, how could we do so by physical means?
I mean, how do you suffocate anything?
Yeah, but they have big mouths, don't they?
If they want to.
Kind of like some of my friends.
I mean, if you incapacitate, you could sew its mouth shut. That would work. I mean, kind of it starts to go. There's various things you might say here. Does it have anything?
In Zimnian, Alaric kind of pipes up and says, "Professor, do you have a sleep scroll I might learn so that we can find you materials?"
I sort of knows. He'll answer back. Unfortunately not. They don't use magic in what I do anymore.
A shame. You were truly great.
Goes. Now, given your pin, I don't expect you to be able to afford these, but you did ask, sir. Looking at Orion. Goes,
By the way, I love the peanuts you got here on the counter.
looks.
Those aren't peanuts. Those...
Yeah. Well,
Still good.
I'm definitely you like them. Roasted spider eggs, but I'm glad you're enjoying. Just let a healer know if you feel itching and scratching Yeah. Okay. um. So he takes out a leather set, like just like leather satchel lined with metal that covers about an eye the size of a smaller orange. This. This is a nice thing about some creatures is they have more eyes than they need, and should you don't even have to kill them. If you do enough, you can just get it right out of their head where they sleep. He goes, this, for instance, would allow would allow you to potentially make the skin of another creature extremely soft and therefore more pliable to your weapons, as well as some other things. Can make people not be rude. I mean, it's not gonna amount, and ultimately we'll tell them that this can cause someone to be blinded, silent, stupefied, or softened. Softened is made vulnerable to damage.
Oh.
Oh my.
Goes, this is 10,000 gold. Goes, this, however, I did take from some of the Myconids themselves. This is called a spore bomb that I made. So it looks like a clay cauldron with this like paper covering. Goes, this is 500 gold. Allows some poison and brings a large what looks like a thing of leather armor that you can tell is many shades as if it's made by many pigments of leather. This I'm very proud of. It took a few to make it, but this is all troll hide.
Huh.
Well, that's definitely impressive.
Trolls are incredibly difficult creatures to kill. Is it still writhing?
Oh, just your imagination. This attaches to you and will provide, I guess you could say, heals your wounds as you take them.
Oh.
Incidentally, at the start of your turn, if you're below your HP maximum, this gives 1d6 plus your con mod and temporary HP. This, of course, is 9,000 gold. But these are the three things I have in stock currently from what's been brought in. As you can imagine, me being the master of it all, my things go rather quickly.
Just out of curiosity, what's the most impressive wear that you have?
Honestly, hits the eye. I'm most proud of this. This was quite, well, let's just say the particular individual who provided the eye deserved what he had coming.
Oh my.
Is there any way to tell what that eye came off of? Like what creature?
So, what do you feel like? What would your character know of? Like, I'll tell you, it's aberration.
Oh, I don't know anything about
Okay.
that then.
So yeah.
That makes it a religion check, right? You might be okay. Are you? You're a cleric, right?
I mean, I am I have a good religion. I don't know how much it's going to be for
I'll
aberration.
do a
though,
religion
but-
check on it.
All right.
Solomon can make that check. Ours,
A
you know,
dirty
nothing.
20.
Dirty 20.
Yeah.
Okay. You would recognize this is coming off of a creature known as a beholder.
Oh.
Ooh.
This goes. Sorry.
Do you have, perhaps, maybe this seems to be coming out of left field, but do you have any tips for how to deal with a black dragon?
A dragon, you say?
Yes, sir.
We
survived one in our previous incursion into the dungeon.
Oh, well. First, know that I pay top dollar for dragon bits. No offense, Luxensalicus. And I would say that, well, the biggest error most people make is that they don't spread out. And your first priority is to keep them from moving. You either need to wing them or restrain, make sure they can't neither swim or anything else. This isn't entirely good. If they are able to move, either through swimming or flying, they can make what you think is very spread out and safe, shall we say, a deadly formation for them. They are able to turn tables a bit too easily. But then, taking positions below, above, and to the side once they're grounded. And imagine in a party such as yours, only one or two of you would die.
I see. I appreciate your advice. If we do manage to kill a dragon, I guess we know the man to bring the little bits to.
Yes. Well, I will say one thing that I am willing to understand that if you bring materials, there's still a cost for my expertise to make said item. However, there are anything that you find that can, shall we say, be in more than one, can go from area to area. I should say, I guess to be very specific, I call it a crossing through the walls, or it's good at compression. Aberration like this works fairly well. Celestial creatures of the heavenly planes, things from below, like the Nine Hells. Any creature of that sort, I am able to make, well, I guess, glorified bags, things that can compress. Like my handy haversack here.
So, of what use exactly are celestials say to you?
Well, them being from the heavenly planes and coming here, there's that, depending on the precise type, I can skin them, and you can use their blood if treated by my special method to treat said skin and essentially take that ability to go from one place to the other and create a whole little place all your own inside a
Oh,
bag.
interesting. Okay. Ours just kind of shrinks away.
Very good. Well, goes. Goes. Now, see anything you bring? We would go ahead and go ahead to my book. I have a, as you can see, Oza puts out this little book. He goes, almost everything that's ever come from the dungeon. I have cataloged here, and if it's something I haven't seen before, we'll catalog it. I give it a crafting rating. And we just compare the CR to what I have and determine how much it's worth.
Good to know.
Very well. Anything else you would like?
If on our way out, Alaric is gonna kind of make a quick motion and cast a message to Orion, which I think now only the sender and the receiver can hear.
Correct.
And he just kind of whispers, "Are you able to cast Detect Magic?"
Yep.
He'll send again. "Would you mind doing so and taking a quick peek at the professor's clothing?"
Just want to look at if it's verbal or somatic.
I believe it's all three.
Just
It's
step
verbal,
outside,
Matt.
do it quick, and then come back in.
So actually, because it lasts for 10 minutes. So after you say that, I'm just gonna go, "Oh God," and I'm gonna make it look like I'm gonna puke after just eating another one of those eggs. I'm gonna run outside and run around the corner and just go make a heaving sound like I'm puking, and then after the door shuts, I'll cast Detect Magic. And after I'll give it like a minute or so, and then I'll just actually, you know what? And then just for a little added thing, I'll just do a little I'll use thaumaturgy to add a little more of a noise outside, so it sounds like I'm really wrenching.
Oh, you hear a voice like, "Please be at least 10 feet away from the house."
And then I'll come walking back in. Don't eat them. Don't eat them. It was bad. They went down great. They did not come out the same. Oh God. Are we staying or are we leaving? And then as I'm doing this, I'm going to look over to the professor.
Yeah, his. Yeah, so I'd say his clothing. So this is very interesting because I believe, remind me, Detect Magic can only now tell if an active spell is there, right?
I'll
Read it out, baby.
For the duration, you sense the presence of magical effects within 30 feet of yourself. If you sense such effects, you can take the magic action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears the magic. And if an effect was created by a spell, you learn a spell school of magic. The spell is blocked by 1 foot of stone, dirt, or wood, 1 inch of metal, or a thin sheet of lead.
Okay, cool. So as I said, it no longer tells you if items are magical.
Oh, I thought it just didn't tell you what school it was from.
Well,
But
no,
it's-
if it's doing an effect, if there's an effect present, then you'd go, "Oh yeah, here's a magical effect." But if it's not having an active effect,
Oh,
currently-
Like if it's dormant or something
yeah,
like
so
that.
like a drift globe, for instance, wouldn't necessarily respond to it unless it was activated. But a +1
Interesting.
weapon would, because it's continually in
Mhm.
effect. right? So that would be kind of the
Huh.
What about a sorcerer? Sorcerers are magic by innately, so
wait, but they're not an effect,
I
right?
guess not.
So,
Basically, it needs an on-off switch.
yeah,
It needs to be on.
Unless it's already on all the time.
yeah. So with that, you do see there is magic that is permeating around this individual.
What about that eye? Is that thing glowing?
It is not currently producing an effect.
Okay. I'll just kind of look at Alaric and just go, like, feeling better.
I'll pat him on the shoulder. Good.
And then I'll pick up the bowl and go to my brother. You want a peanut?
I look at your face. I look at the thing. I look back at your face, and I eat one.
Good man.
Mm,
So, Mr. Professor, have you actually done that before?
done what?
Made a haversack like that with with a celestial.
Oh yes. I've done several work with celestial beings. Let's see, seraphs in particular. Had the I had the amazing opportunity even for a being known as a solar once. It was absolutely. Hmm. Anyway, indeed, I've worked with all things.
Okay. Solar are they're like those are almost as powerful as demon lords.
Yeah, some would consider them like godlings, minor children of such beings.
Hmm.
It was a rare commission, I do say so myself. I do believe I'm the only one to have ever done such an experiment.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh, no need to worry. Your blood isn't pure enough for my interests.
Wait, how would he know?
Good question.
Okay, so ours would immediately stand up straight and look at him.
And the way he says it isn't malicious, just very matter of fact.
How did you?
I'm afraid it would probably take a few weeks of my lectures to have you fully understand.
I'm a good listener.
Well, that's very good. It's 100 gold per lecture.
Oh, I don't have that much money anymore.
Oh. But to have everything, you have enough parts, could teach you a thing or two. You could become after enough months, I imagine someone with your potential could even be a neophyte.
If I had the luxury, I'd leap at the opportunity. But I have more base concerns now.
You mean like eating?
Yeah.
Did you not have to do that prior?
Well, I didn't have to worry about it.
Must be nice.
It was.
All right. If there's nothing else for Professor Terrence Myron von Kufen, you can exit and decide. At this point, after these conversations, I would say we can probably process your downtimes. Do you have an idea of someone? Yes.
Before, this wasn't to the professor, but this was like way before. I just forgot about. I remembered I was going to ask you, and then I forgot about it, and now I remembered again. What was the merchant's name?
Aldor.
Aldor.
Yes.
Thank you. That's
Yes,
it.
around the camp, they call him Aldor the Immense.
And then, like, is this like going to be like the end of shopping, or just like downtime, or?
It depends on what you like. I'd say introduce some of the NBCs that was important to you to kind of understand here.
Okay.
And then so you can go ahead and these are like the bigger deals here.
Like the big, like important stuff. But if it's like small stuff, like new armor, like the rations and all that, it's like,
Yeah, it's in that 1.5 times thing.
Okay, just buying. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Does that go for repairing armor as well? Because like I had the my studded leather got semi eaten away, so I don't know if that's like
I don't think we were able to fix those. I think we just had to get new ones.
Oh, okay. If that's the case, then I'll just pay for that in a new shield.
Well, now that I have Smith's tools, I can repair some things.
I don't think you can fix leather armor, though. Right?
Oh no, I could fix my shield though.
I was trying to find it, but I didn't have any luck. How much is a level 1 spell scroll from Aldor?
I think it was 75.
Yeah. I do believe that's correct.
Okay.
Man, I'm gonna deduct 82.5 gold from my inventory and get new studded leather and a new shield.
Got it.
I was like, that can't be right for just leather.
Well, no, it's studded leather.
No, yeah, I know. Because I also need some.
Yeah, first level is 75 gold.
Okay, and does he have the sleep spell?
I guess he does.
Okay. I'm gonna double check that I can afford it. Yeah. Okay. 75.
Yeah. So, in addition with the professor, given depending on what you bring out, he might also be able to help you get supplies to do things like making spell scrolls and some of your supplies. With the healing potions, you didn't ask him. That could be possibly something he might know, or be able to depending on what you brought to go. Oh, here's some ingredients I can make. Again, for a little bit of a cost, but not as much as some of the other deals. So, actually, I think it will. So, one thing he would have said is because this helps you all get an idea of him as well. He mentioned that if you're able to get sufficient dragon scales from this dragon, that he would be able to make you dragon scale mail for 500 gold.
Hmm.
Just give you a little bit of a idea there. I guess you mentioned if you get the gemstone from the center of a earth elemental, there's things you can do with that too. I'm just giving you ideas.
Don't we have one of those?
I mean, we have 1,000 gold diamond. Does that count?
Oh, yeah, no. We don't want to give that up. Preferably, we split that up into 300 gold. 100 gold. Maybe when you're getting your other diamonds powdered, you can have them properly cut that out.
Actually, if you paid the fee, I would allow that to be cut into 3 900s because that's 100 gold loss. I take the 10% loss of the.
Nice, guys. We took 1,000 piece, and he gave us 3 900 gold diamonds.
Sorry, 300 golds.
Hell yeah! That's the capitalism I'm looking for. We got into crypto early.
Would we be like, would Ryan and I be able to sell like our armor to like get like a junk like scrap metal or something like that? Like
Sure, good question. Yeah, so this would be you'd be able to do it for half the PHP price.
Sweet, thank you.
All right.
Me here considering just taking in my damaged armor in case this one gets even more damaged than my damaged armor.
Yeah. So, what you realize too, those who buy like stuff that come from Dead Adventures, almost everybody does, and Aldor does, they pay half PHB and then sell for 1.5 times PHB. Just to give you there.
Yeah.
They are so nice.
God, not even in D&D can we find community.
So, Matt, just for the question with the rations, how long were we down there the first time?
He said a week.
Yeah.
Because I know we only like long rested a couple times, so I didn't know how that.
I'd have
Well,
3
because
rations
there's a
left.
few times I said you travel for days
Oh, okay.
and that type of thing. So it was about a week.
How much is a ration?
And so we'll be precise probably in the dungeon because of some of the choices you all do. But like traveling overland, we would go, you have enough to get from point A to point B is usually the case. The dungeon delving is the only time it kind of really matters because it's also like the ability to forage when you're not in a dungeon and those type of things. So not to care too much the other way.
So probably like, what do you got? Like 10 days.
And then
worth.
usually by the time you're making like level 10 money, it's like, okay. You kind of forget about it. So what was your question there, Orion?
No, I was saying so. Like 10 days worth should be enough to get us through. Like what we just did again.
That's entirely up to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm bringing 13 because I'm slightly stronger than I was previously.
Well, if we go delicious in dungeons, we can start making food down
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
Yeah. I feel like if you guys would say, hey, we're playing for 10 and we're going to keep that in mind as we make our decisions, that's really what it kind of comes down to.
Okay.
Matt, would Mr. be able to find things like cloth and buttons and things to make dolls?
Yeah, absolutely.
So would I just do however much I want to spend on materials times 1.5?
Yeah, makes sense. What's it all worth?
Does string not have a value? String, 0.1 gold. For 10 feet long.
How about cloth?
Well, yes, I think you just hit what you're trying to do and then.
Not in inventory.
Yeah, I don't think it has like
Yeah, I don't think it has a.
leather for crafting or cloth for crafting. I did look earlier. I didn't look for string because I didn't really think about it.
Oh, I'll find it.
Okay, you do that. I'm going to go with what I said, But just so you
I
know, you
I
can be
didn't hear
right.
what you said.
Whatever I want to spend times 1.5.
Oh god.
Okay. Any? I mean, it sounds. I mean, again, I think as long as everyone's doing the buying appropriately, anything else, or anything else you wanted to particularly understand or investigate for yourself about this area. So it could be more things. These are just the two things, Esme, I wanted to make sure your characters got to experience.
There
So-
was.
Go
Sorry,
ahead.
There's just one thing Alaric wanted to clarify after they had left the professor's place with Orion. It's like, so did you see magic on the professor's like cloak and hat?
You said I saw it, right?
Yeah, there's magic all around him.
Yeah, he was all lit up, top to bottom.
Interesting.
What's that all about, anyway? I mean, I don't mind doing it if somebody wants me to go find out stuff.
Um,
I mean, if you want me to go back and steal that eyeball, I'll go do it too. Just say the word, Alark.
I have.
Yeah, I'll help him rob you.
I'll share more on that man, perhaps when we're back at camp. But definitely do not ever try to steal something from him. Or I imagine if he wanted, he could turn you into something that he puts in a jar and sells on that shelf.
That guy said that he skinned a Solar.
Yes,
I
yes.
would never even imply that I meant him any harm. That man is dangerous beyond belief.
All right. So don't steal the eye.
Yes.
Now, what about that first guy? Because I'm all about maybe stealing some of that guy's stuff.
Well, you know, he did have the 3 armed guards. They seem like they're used to people trying, like adventurers specifically, trying to fleece them or rob from them. They like it's like their job to look for that thing almost. I would
I
assume.
feel like my downtime has to be crime now.
Well, if it helps you, Orion, as long as there's no evidence, there's no crime.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
I would like to try and get to know some of the other people that may be delving into the dungeons who we might run into.
Excuse me.
Who's dangerous, who we might cooperate with, who we should avoid. I feel like these are important things to know, especially since, what we learned first coming here, that what goes on in the dungeon stays in the dungeon.
Absolutely.
Well, ours actually said that.
Oh, so ours is saying this. Okay.
Yeah, he actually said that. But
So can
also,
we respond to ours?
I mean, I think it's wise that we do know maybe a few more people that go down there. I mean, it could be beneficial for getting ourselves out of there. I mean, we don't want to end up with another situation with like poor Whisper here, who went down with a whole group. Last one found, and plus if another party goes down and they need help, they might call on us to come bail them out.
Yeah, I agree. It could be very beneficial to try and make friends with anyone else that might be going down there.
Well, just remember, more people that are with us, the larger the cut of money. And I know you're very money oriented. So
I'm not saying we should take anybody onto the team. I'm just saying we should know who to trust if push comes to shove.
Okay, I want to try to be clear because I'm not saying we shouldn't trust anyone. I'm just saying that I sort of assume that other adventuring groups are here for similar reasons to us. They're here to find their fortunes, stake their claim, increase their renown with the League. And if they see us as a target or a way, I just don't want to get betrayed with false friendship. So perhaps caution when making new friends.
Yeah, you're right, Alaric. Still, we should know what the others are capable of, at least. A false friendship could still be beneficial for us, because at least we'll know what people we're dealing with. Gosh, this is almost as bad as the courts.
Right. So as a group, would you like to kind of meet another adventuring, trying to find a group here to talk to?
Yeah.
So that's from ours. Is everyone else interested in that?
I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with it.
Seems good.
All right. In that case. Good. It's not what I wanted at all. You there's a kind of looking for those groups with your eyes kind of wide and see most kind of avoid your eye, but in particular there are 5. In some of your heads you think people ? As this creature strives towards you, 6-legged with a scorpion's tail and the head of a snake, claws, as hey, looking for friends? Always down to talk to people we are. Come on! You're wide-eyed and new here, I can tell, though at least some experienced. Come on.
Does anyone else want to answer?
Is this a drive?
What?
Did you say? Sorry, this person has 6 legs and like a scorpion tail, and is this
Head of a snake.
I don't know if I've ever met one.
Just because I think the more I describe all of these, the more confused everyone will get. I'll give you my picture I have of them.
Oh man!
Of these 5.
Oh, what colorful fellows.
Huh.
They look less like adventurers and more like the sorts of things adventurers would kill.
Excuse
Oh,
me.
he did not actually say that. He does not actually say that.
Alark is too stunned to speak currently.
Ours has great etiquette, and he is going to reply in a very friendly, very cheerful, excitable tone. He says, "Of course, more friends is always better. It's a pleasure to meet you. What's your name?"
Oh, it's so good to meet you. Yes. Make sure I got this. Excess.
Oh, excess? Like an excess of something?
Yes.
Oh, is that a virtue name?
Indeed, because I'm very excessive when I kill my prey.
Well, no shame in that.
No, especially
My
here.
name-
It is a virtue here. Oh, come on, come on. Like, we have friends. Boog! Come meet our friends. As this large, rhinoceros-headed individual with elephantine legs comes about 10 feet tall. And the arms seem gorilla-like.
Ours looks like a doll compared to him being 4'11".
Boog welcomes.
It's a pleasure
Thank
to
you.
meet you,
It's
Boog.
awfully kind of you.
Boog pleasure.
You seem very, very ferocious. Fearsome.
Smart.
Sorry, I missed your name. Did you say it was egg sex?
Excess.
Excess. Oh, sorry.
Yes, excess. Yes.
So do you have any tips on killing things?
Oh, I'm mostly good with my own. I prefer bite, sting. All of it kind of works out real well. What I like to do is climb up on ceilings. And then when the thing is trying to get Boog over here, I just drop on its back, get a bite, get a sting.
Could I get those images real quick? So I missed it. I was in the restroom.
Oh, yeah. And goes, and of course, as long as it's not too big, I can swallow him right up.
Being able to climb up walls and on the ceiling must be very, very useful in the dungeon.
Oh goodness. That is quite the plethora of chimera.
They're terrifying, aren't they?
All right. Goes, but Jushin, you're around. It goes, this is Kemal, Klar, and Sayer.
It's a pleasure to meet you all. My name is Ars.
And I'm Whisper.
Whisper.
Alaric.
Sarkis.
The,
Called is the name.
Orion.
Good. And Sarah, the owl-headed one, kind of looks and she kind of smiles. Oh, we're so glad to meet new people. So thank you for gracing us with your handsome presences.
Do we see their pins, like what rank they are?
Indeed, their pins are golden.
Oh man, these people are dangerous.
And what was the snake-headed name one?
Excess.
That's right. And then Boo was one of the others.
The rhino head.
Who was
Yeah.
the rhino?
So how long have you been delving?
Oh, so Sarah, we've been at this for a month or so. It is very good hunting.
Which pathway did you take, if you don't mind my asking?
Oh, we've gone down a few. Most, except, was it? Oh, the go everywhere except we don't do the newbie path.
What's the newbie path? Because nobody told us there was levels of difficulty.
Oh, the one well, it's not so much the difficulty as you see one where the names on the doors where the least amount ever make it back. It's only those who are fresh here are stupid enough to go down it.
You should check the names list the next time you're there. Might find something interesting.
You tell me you went down.
Yes, and spent
And back
quite a
up.
lot too.
Well, very accomplished individuals. What is the name I am looking for?
That'd be the Dragon Gaslighters.
Very good. Ooh. Now that name makes me excited as she weaves her tail that you can tell is the tail of a dragon.
Yes,
We are the
that-
Abominations.
Sorry, Matt, I missed that.
They're the Abominations.
I don't think I have them written down, but now that I've heard the names said, do I remember seeing that written on, like, carved into one of the posts?
Just do a straight up intellect challenge 15.
Okay.
Can I do it too since I carved the name? And
Certainly.
I was, okay.
15. Oh,
16.
You mean you didn't take Keen Mind at level 4?
No, I did. What does that give me? Hold on.
I don't know. Read your feet.
No.
I took Warcaster.
Let's see. Because they changed it on me.
Jonathan,
Like-
you and I should play the same
like-
character.
Keen Mind doesn't let you just recall information anymore. It lets me. It gives me a proficiency in a skill, and it lets me take the study action as a bonus action. So it doesn't just let me remember
Yeah.
information from the past however long.
I don't ever have to take notes feet.
Right?
DM can't ever say.
Yeah, they changed it. But no, I got a 13.
But Xanatos,
Roll too
you
low.
think of describing the names and looking. You haven't seen them put any of their names. You didn't see the Abominations, and you haven't seen any of the ones that I've mentioned.
So Xantos will call him out on it. So wait, did you write your names up there? Like you wrote yours on like on the wall with everyone else, right?
Yeah, so of course we do. But so we say well, to be honest, we don't. Many uncultured here. Let's just say if they found us, we have found that people don't like to view us as different. And this isn't our first place like this. We've been hunted before.
I know what it's like to be hunted.
Can Xantos roll to see if they're telling truth or they're just trying to act like big shots and they really go down the newbie path as they put?
Yeah, give me an insight check.
Could ours also roll? It's very
23.
We'll go with the 23, I think. I think, okay. 23. Yeah, you're studying this. telling the truth.
Okay.
However, partially, the reason they don't put their name,
They don't know how to read and write.
no, something else.
Do I know what that like? Am I?
No, I
able-
don't think you know. You just kind of see like when they kind of give like partially it's true, like, oh yeah, we don't really do that, but it's not so much to protect themselves from others.
Okay. All right, that just say okay. Like he's not gonna press him on this. Like he gets to know who these people are.
So, you say you've been to other places like this before. What other such places have you been? What have you seen?
Well, there's Zars Tyrell. Never went deeper than the outer wall there, though. And we made the way up to Zahir's Tooth.
Oh my.
Yes, this is about as far west as we're willing to travel. Don't like to go much further. The Zohasians are at least more tolerant. Even here, it's a bit imperial for our tastes, but the League assured us that we wouldn't be hunted, at least officially.
I see. Well, I'm very glad to have made your acquaintance, even if you do come from very far away. I'm curious. No. Never mind. That would be improper to ask.
Yeah. I would say if you, grand folks like you, if you're ever interested, we would always be willing to team up.
Well, I suppose we should warn you. That might be something we could have to do, maybe. When we went down the newbie path, we went very, very, very deep. There's a black dragon in there.
Whole group leans in, really?
Oh, yes. Ferocious, too. Didn't like us much, but we survived it. There's a good horde down there, too.
Well, everything's worth a risk now and then.
Mm-hmm.
We'd be very interested. Should you ever wish, we could split 50-50 anything that is found, of course.
Don't
Well-
believe all the tall tales from the small boy. He has quite the imagination.
Very good. Calder, go ahead and give me a quick deception. Yeah. I was about to say, because I do believe Sage here is playing ours, and I would think everyone is really free to play their character as like the young child is talking too much potentially.
That is
So
only
just
a
like everyone
14.
like keep that in mind because this is like this just talk too much kid. So what was that, Jonathan?
Only a 14.
14. Okay. It looks well. Still, splitting off, taking two sides to investigate splits and whatnot. And there's worse things to be doing. I think most of the ones that more of the ruby jeweled groups eventually team together.
Ours would having heard Calder's interjection, we kind of look up at him for guidance.
Yeah, maybe in the future, once we've got a couple more delves under our belt. Yeah, as you can see, we're still fairly fresh, as the League might say. Wouldn't want to put you at a disadvantageous position at our lack of experience. But definitely open to it once we've been seasoned a bit more. If you do plan to go down that pathway, I will say if you come to a room full of pillars with very realistic statues, there are creatures hidden amongst them. Alaric, what were they called again?
Oh, the mimics.
Those.
And like that, you see the one introduce you as Claw, which is the one with the head of a lion, kind of with the mantis claws. Kind of licks its lips. Sounds delicious. And bounces on their kangaroo legs a little excitedly.
We're not actually sure which pathway we want to delve next. Any info you be willing to tell us of the pathways you've gone down?
Oh. Well, let's see here. You shared us about the room. Say, looks at the others. Down the leftmost, when you go through, there seems to be, well, a lava path. It shifts in weeks. If you smell sulfur or brimstone really suddenly get your senses, you might have 6 seconds or less to get the hell out of there.
Thank you for the advice. That's great to know.
I said we're friends now. I think you're the only one who've talked to us in a while, and it's always good to have partners.
That's a terrible shame. You're all such great conversation. I'd shake your hand. I could try.
How would you greet us? And we
Just
can just do
good.
that.
She lets out one of her wings.
Ours is gonna gently touch her wing and shake it a little bit. Once again, pleasure to make your acquaintance.
She nods, and then in turn, Camille and Boog and see Clar, the ones hold up their claws and hands and whatnot that they have.
Ours would very politely shake all of their hands as well.
Yeah, I'd follow suit.
Whisper would as well. There's a couple of things that Whisper wants to do while this conversation is going on, if I can. She wants to try and subtly clock other people's reactions to us having this conversation. And then while we're having a conversation, she would also like to try doing a quick sketch of kind of the groups together just sitting around a table to give to them as a gift.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say it's not too hard to see the reactions here are a combination of like just a little discuss like people here don't. You get that they're telling the truth. People here don't talk to them, and that you all are like they're like don't they know better? And some will look at each other almost like, should we go say something that they're not supposed to be talking to them? And then others discuss definitely judging all of you, and then another group more just like a little bit of fear coming across them.
Cool. Okay.
And then you start to sketch
For the mix.
thing, and
Yeah.
you sketch the picture that we have.
Nice. Cool.
All right. And then with that, just make sure that we get to it. Why don't we start processing some of this downtime, making sure I answer anything that we need to.
I'm down for that if everyone else is.
Yeah. My first question, Luke, what do you have planned for downtime, and how many days do you want to put towards our combo attack?
Yeah. So yeah, I made a whole chart of like what I was gonna do
Oh
in
my
time, like how much things cost, how many hours it would take. And then I spent all my gold on like spells. And so like I really don't have enough to make spell scrolls and healing potions unless someone wants to buy one and I can make it for them. And so I have a whole lot of downtime to, because the spell scrolls and stuff I can do that in a day. And so yeah, if no one would like for me to make them a healing potion or a like spell scroll, then I have like 12 days to put to combo attacks.
Well then, all I have to do is repair my shield, and I think that takes a day or less. Let's double check. Yeah.
Mhm.
Matt, are there new rules for like I forget the busking, but like I'd just be playing like my loot because,
Oh,
or are we using like the Xanathar ones? Because I don't know where it is in the new ones because freaking online's so difficult to navigate compared to a book, and I haven't bought the actual books yet.
yeah, like online's great once you've read the book sometimes,
Yeah.
and then it's like
Yeah.
before that you're like, crap, I don't know where anything is. Let me see what we got here. See if they did anything here. Because partially a lot of stuff is replaced by Bastion.
Oh, okay.
Level 5, so I think that's part of it. But
Oh,
I mean, as far as we can do it. I don't know if there's rules or not, but I mean, it's not that,
oh no, I have hiccups.
Because yeah, it would just be like put a hat out type thing and just like play my loot. Because like I want that ring. I don't think I'm gonna make 300 gold worth of, but you know, want to work my way towards it. Because I actually really like the 2024 jump. Because it lets
How
you
does
get, like,
2024
it actually makes jumping worthwhile because you can jump 30 feet by only expending 10 feet of movement.
yeah.
So you effectively, and it's a bonus action. So like since I don't really have a whole lot to do with those.
How does 2024 jump differ from 2014 jump? I wasn't aware they changed it.
Yeah, so 2024 is a bonus action, and then on subsequent turns, you can jump as a bonus action by expending 10 feet of movement to jump 30 feet.
You can just up and jump 30
Compared
feet
to-
now?
Yeah. As a bonus action. So it's like a poor man's teleport.
That's crazy. 30 feet.
Minus 10 feet. I like the idea of just having, and it was actually one of the invocations I almost took, but was like, we're in the middle of a dungeon. I should probably get something that lets me give myself fake HP.
Oh, you mean the jump spell.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about jumping mechanics.
No.
I was like, whoa,
Oh,
so
my
your
God.
average peasant can just jump 30 feet?
No, yeah, the jump spell was severely improved.
I think that's great. I feel like some of us haven't gotten to role play very much.
Well, I mean, as much as you want to. So, yeah, we can go ahead if you want to do your performance check.
Yeah. It's an advantage because of the fact that I'm also using my loot, correct?
Yep.
So it's proficient. Okay. Sweet. 21.
21. All right. And then let's do this. Okay. So in that case, yeah, you for at least a week there, you find yourself being the talk of the town, the best entertainment that's ever been here.
Nice.
Your name, Calder, starts to become known. People come to your shows at night, trying to get out. Tales of some setting off extra traps so they didn't miss the opening of your show. So that will be the comfortable lifestyle plus the 25 gold pieces.
Nice.
Nice. Ours would love to sit and listen to Calder's music too.
All right. The rest down time, everybody. Want to make sure we get to everybody.
Well, so cooking. So you sent me that link to all the signature recipes and stuff. Am I able to decide which recipes ours would know?
I think it says you could pick one. Yeah,
Pick one. Well, ours is
like an
from the Heroic
uncommon or
Chronicle.
beginner. They rate them.
Yeah, is his favorite food is dumplings.
Yeah.
So I would say that he would know how to make chicken dumplings.
Yeah, I think that sounds real good.
Would he be able to find the ingredients to make that here?
Yeah, I mean, definitely close enough. Yeah, I'd imagine we would replace chicken with we'll do it with a bizzle chicken, but it tastes just a little sour, but still pretty close.
Well, ours could use prestidigitation to get rid of the sour and make it taste more like actual chicken.
Yeah, I mean, do what you want.
All right. Ours is going to spend his free time cooking and offering to sell his chicken dumplings.
Okay. Okay, cool. So it'll be similar here. So we'll do so cooking's wisdom.
It is wisdom. Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and give that cooking check with advantage.
All right. So. Hold on. What do I? So it would be. I'm just gonna roll insight because it would be a +4.
Sure.
Okay. Okay, so it's a 14.
14.
Not
All
bad.
right. So that would equal to a modest lifestyle. But you're
Mhm.
able to finance. And so it's pretty good. People do come and eat it. And one of the many trying to sell in between and make a little bit while you rest and get all your energies back for the week. I have a few loyal customers.
Nice.
Okay. Anything else everyone's clearing here?
So crafting my item is going to take all 10 days.
Yep.
So my productive downtime will be crafting that item.
Perfect.
And then in the evenings when she's done before going to bed, are there like merchant children or children here?
Children? No, this isn't really. They wouldn't necessarily be kids unless there was some specific.
And I want to try something else. The friends that we met, the adventurers,
Yep.
when they're there, she would like to put on a couple of her puppet shows.
Okay.
And there's nothing I'm trying to get except for to build the relationship.
You got
So
Boog laughs the most. That give me performance because I want to know if it's they appreciate the effort or they appreciate you.
it's 25.
Oh,
Nice.
Ah, that's
Good.
awesome.
How was that?
Hot damn.
Honored.
I train in the circus, guys, just FYI.
No way.
Very cool. What else? Everybody.
Sorry, really quick. Ours, if you look for Whispers Sunburst Racer, you should be able to find the magic item.
Oh, thank you. Ours would ours is very much trying to like get around the camp. He's trying to be there for things, especially when it comes to his teammates. So he would attend the puppet show.
Cool. Look, ours is like there cheering everybody on. I like it. Molly, you were talking.
Yeah. I'm gonna repair my shield. So I'm back up to 18 armor class.
Ooh, yes.
Instead of the weakened 17. And then Alaric and I are going to be working on our combo attack.
Nice.
Specifically our lightning lore breath weapon line.
I have an interesting question about that. Because I'm an evoker and I have potent cantrip.
Okay.
So if because we were talking about the damage being added from the lightning lure to the breath weapon,
Mm-hmm.
and then the effect of the lightning lure being applied to that breath weapon.
Yes.
And so if they succeed on the save from the breath weapon, I think they still take all half damage even from the lightning lure portion of it because of my potent cantrip thing.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Okay.
Nice.
Wow, this magic item is awesome. Thank you. It's perfect.
I imagine that the way Alaric and Celicus are going about this is that we have like I think we would have like rocks or something set up with like little pieces of metal like stuck into them to kind of like conduct and latch on to pull them as like we're practicing this. Almost kind of like how a a lightning rod works.
Nice.
As
I
we
love
practice.
it, yeah. Yeah. So there's like days of thunder. Actually, let's see here. Okay. Yeah, there's grumblings about those gaslighters who keep everybody up. No one can take a midday nap, but no one gets aggressive. There's a little it's loud. It's like then you go and ask them. They go, "What noise?" Stupid. Cool. I think we just still have Xanatos and Orion.
So this is like new player like conundrum of like what to do like during downtime. Because I don't have much like except for like calligraphy stuff. And
I mean, there is pit fighting.
Oh, that's cool.
Fighting you can hire out as a scribe with calligraphers.
Tell
so
people with their contracts.
I think Xanatos, knowing what's in the dungeon, he doesn't like want to go fighting anymore because he knows a whole bunch of that's coming up.
Okay.
But I'm looking at this cool thing that you sent us, and there's a thing like with forgeries, and I did buy a forgery kit. So like, so I just like I'm not sure like what I can like forge like create illegally.
Okay. I mean, okay. So I would say you could attempt to. You think some people are able to advance quicker because they have letters of recommendation from some of the cities. So if you would like to attempt to forge a letter of recommendation that you find you forgot about,
Okay, yeah, I'll try that.
I think that we might be able to work that. So let me. Here we go.
Forgery tools and calligraphy. Nice.
Mhm. Yep, made sure to buy both because I saw that. I was like, ooh, okay. Like, I want to make sure I get both just in case.
Is forgery one of the kits you can actually get like proficiency in? I don't remember because like I know herbalism. Wait, no, herbalism you can.
I don't
No,
know if it's kit, but it's under the calligraphy umbrella, the calligraphy skill. Like, there's like a forgery
Gotcha.
section. It says that like there's a lot of things in the calligraphy kit that work with the forgery kit, but there's not everything.
Healer's kit's the one that you can't get proficiency in. It's just one of the ones that you buy. I should know that. I use that shit all the time on my characters. Always trying to be a battle medic.
All right, so there's a little bit of stuff here. So this would be total of 15. So this is oh, I see. Okay, so you don't do, you just forge it. How this works. Okay.
Yep.
And then what is your, let's just see. Well, and you try to pass it off. We'll just resolve this right now. What is your Dex mod?
Would it be Dex or would it be Charisma?
So
Because
with what I
calligraphy is Charisma.
Oh, calligraphy is charisma? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll do that. That's cool.
So my Charisma modifier is +3.
Oh. Okay, so you know what it would be for this? Because you're doing a forgery. Forgery is Dex.
Okay.
As I'm looking at this.
All right, that's fine.
Going from the Toolcraft document.
But I give him guidance. If this was going to be like he sits down and is like, oh, I'm going to try this. And I'd be
So
like,
you-
yeah,
you
you got
have
this.
I would say if you give a week, because you only did 1 week of your other one, if you use your thing to help them, sure. The D4.
Sure.
My dexterity modifier is +2.
Okay. So 10, 12. Okay, so then we're going to say this document has a 14 DC.
Okay.
until I'm helping you out, so you get to add a guidance.
Okay, and I'm rolling dexterity, correct?
So you're not rolling. That's just your
Okay.
DC. That's
Okay.
the DC people make against your kit.
Oh, gotcha.
I counted the guidance as a
okay.
2 to add to that.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So I added an additional 2 because you're guiding. That's what I did.
Okay.
So you put it up. They have a +2 on this. See what happens. 13, they fail because of guidance.
Let's go.
All right.
So what happens?
Yeah, they go. Oh, so sorry. They, you, and you don't have to announce it, but if anybody wants to change anything, you can. They actually give you a little silver thing, like I would say attachment in what looks like a mini hand attaches to your badges, and you each get a little welcome package with 15 days worth of rations.
Son of a bitch!
Wow.
Like I said, you can redo this. You can monetize whatever.
I think it was like 7.5 gold, so it wasn't like I broke the bank.
Yeah, but how we do that's like more is better anyway. So.
And a healing potion for each of you.
Yay!
Thanks to
Oh.
the forgery. Potion of healing. Right. And then Orion.
So for my downtime, I'd like to go see Aldor.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to see. I have 3 vials of drow poison, which is worth 600 gold.
That's right.
And I'd like to see. You said it would be half, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I'd like to offer to sell it to him if he'd be interested in it.
Absolutely. So allowing him, I will actually allow you to go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
Okay. 15.
15. In that case, he will actually give you 350 for each of them.
For all 3?
How much
Is
is
it-
drop poison individually?
They're 200 apiece,
Oh, okay.
and I have 3 vials.
600 was the total
Yes.
Oh,
for the 3 of them.
right. Okay. So he'll give you 350 total. Sorry. There we go.
Okay. That's what I kind of. I was
Almost
like,
got into crypto early again.
I know it was like super awesome.
Let's see. This is goes. I like this. Very good. And you can see as he opens up a chest, he puts them in. The chest seems to be empty as he closes it and kind of taps it once.
And I would like to offer my services to Aldor for the next couple weeks. And if people bring in any boxes that are locked, or if they have anything that they're concerned that it could blow up, or things like that that are trapped, I would like to offer my services to him to work in hopes that I can earn some extra coin to maybe either buy the cloak or something else.
Okay.
You don't offer him your magical healing services?
I mean, I can offer that as well.
Okay.
For
For this,
this mundane thing for you, I'm whole ass magical.
well, I'll say because the healing he doesn't need as much. So this is actually a good service for him to pick up on. He kind of agrees. Any work comes in, and we'll see what comes in. And so go ahead and give me. This would be your thieves' tools.
Okay. And it's with advantage, right? Because I have
Correct.
proficiency. Okay. Oh, almost 24.
Let's go.
Ooh, all right. In that case, I'll say you get your comfortable living plus 50 gold.
Nice. All right. So with that, I would like to spend the 500 to buy the Ring of Jumping.
Oh, very nice. And then the ring of jumping was 500?
700.
7.
Oh, it was 7? I thought it was 500.
Yeah, no. Because it was double what I had.
Oh, all right.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It still works because what I'm going to do is one of the last nights my brother is playing, I am going to cast Disguise Self to make myself look like a more generous noble that is visiting the area. And I am going. Huh?
I said, what the fuck is a noble doing here?
Exactly. And I'm going to drop 500 gold into his hat. And as I walk away, I will I'll just look to everybody and be like, look at this amazing person. You think he would have been skilled in doing this his entire life. And I'll just kind of like go out the back. And as soon as I'm out of sight, I'll just drop it so that nobody can follow.
Give me a quick perception check.
Me or him? Oh,
Orion.
okay. 15.
Okay. You hear like some noises around, but I would say you hear the flapping of leathery wings, but that's about it.
All right.
To make your way, and
I
Carter finds 500 gold tip.
I definitely have to like end that set short because somebody just dropped. And
Give me that hat.
Like, and just go like immediately be like, guys, there's some crazy like noble or something that just dropped like an enormous tip. Like, have you seen anybody like that? And I'll just describe whatever the Disguise Self looked like. Have you guys seen anybody that looks like this?
No, but it's great that you found a lover of arts out here.
Like, I'm good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not this good. But I mean, it will
Was there
let
a
me.
note?
No, they just literally dropped us. Like I heard it fall. Like. Do you remember that one play where like the kid's like asking his teacher, like, "Oh, I can take my weights off," and like it makes a big boom when he's on the statue. like that kind of sound. Like I had to end the set short because I was like, I don't want to get robbed.
Well,
but I can go
Was
buy
this the
that ring
coin?
now.
No keys?
Huh?
No key to a room or something?
yeah.
Because if there's no key, I think you're safe and it's just coin. They're not expecting anything else.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It was just like a pouch, but like it had weight.
Then if it's burning a hole in your pocket, I guess.
Yeah, there's that ring I wanted to buy. It like lets you like. There was this one guy that I used to know that like would cast jump on himself and he would jump all over the place. But will help me not be in line with you guys in case we run into another dragon. So I guess I'll go get that.
Excellent.
I wasn't in line with you guys, and I didn't have to jump to get there.
But you also aren't normally in the front, and that's like my goal is to be in the front. So if I can maneuver around the front more.
I see.
Plus with that boon from Grimshale, like I kind of want to get hit sometimes to like take advantage of it, because like it gives me like this momentary boost of vigor, like constantly, but like it can only reach a certain capacity. So like I'm almost better off getting hit a little bit to like make use of it. So
There is something Alaric would like to do at some point, ritually identify, like early on in the dungeon. One of the things we found was a lock of blonde hair tied in a ribbon, and didn't really have the opportunity to try and identify it till now, even if it's just nothing.
Correct. It is not a magical item.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll go buy that ring and attune to that.
Oh, so I just remembered something else that I wanted to do. There's no real like reasons for it, but at least like mechanically. So at night before we all sleep, some of you might catch Celicus working on some needlepoint with some of the supplies that he had purchased, and one in particular, what he's currently working on, it's kind of like set up like an embroidery ring set up, except it's more like rectangular. And what you can see that he started working on is the beginnings of a tapestry, and it's a small group of figures balancing across a very thin beam. And then the next piece underneath is the same number of figures going back, except one is different than the others. And that's it.
All right. Any reactions to the tapestry?
Maybe once it's done.
It just starts working on it. Yeah. Mhm.
Matt, really quick too. When we got those things, you said it was how many rations did they give us? It was
15.
15. All right. But the other thing is when because I'm working at Aldor's, when Calder comes, I figure I'll be like either sitting in the back, probably working on something, trying not to blow myself up or something. But when he comes, I'm not gonna be where he can see me, but I'm just gonna be kind of like trying to like listen in to like his excitement of coming to buy the ring.
Oh, nice. Hear it, you listen, conversation, and after accepting the payment, he opens up his chest and pulls out the ring that you can see is very light and is almost pearlescent in color.
Yeah, I'd take it back immediately to Alaric and be like, hey, can you just identify, make sure I didn't just get ripped off?
Oh, sure.
It is the ring.
So that I would attune
Good
to it.
news.
I mean, excuse me, any more ripped off, like it's not a cursed version or something.
Well,
Because everything here is so goddamned expensive.
I mean, to be fair, it could still be cursed.
Oh, well. Hey, Xanat.
What?
No, nothing, buddy. No.
Put this on.
I'd attune to it. And yeah, you would thenceforth see me jumping many places.
Boing,
Like, and
boing,
I do wear
boing.
gloves, so I would put it on underneath my gloves so that it's not like noticeable.
Got it. Yeah. So Orion, you see your very happy brother jumping, literally jumping for joy. Woo!
Does he ever miscalculate and just into a tree?
Hope he does.
Actually,
But on my last day of work, I'll tell Aldor thank you, and I do hope to see him again when I get out, and hopefully we can I could do some more work for him.
gonna find any of my merchandise. You know where to bring it back to.
Well, it's the start of a good relationship, right? Maybe I'll find a little extra next time and bring it all back just for you.
Of course. All right. Then.
I bring back Bix Floka.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think it's things we can definitely figure out. And then we will end for tonight, starting.
You mean hockey?
Hockey!
Yeah.
Yeah. And we'll start next session with you guys kind of ready to go and all that type of stuff. And potentially another action or two. But and we're watching, thank you so much as we go to our cool day.
Good night.
All right. Good night, guys. That was a lot of fun.